Welcome in on a Monday. If you think you're going to hear me yelling and screaming, it's not going to happen. But let me tell you, we have way too much content for 4 hours. We're going to talk about the Wings. We're going to talk about the Tigers. We're going to hit the Lions. We're going to hit court storming. But we have to begin with I am terming revelations. This is a very exciting thing. And I don't want to upsell it. But we're going to open and close to start the show with the latest embarrassment that is Michigan State basketball. Now, it's not even going to be me talking. I've said it all. I have nothing left. I, in fact, have 0 Fs if they make the tournament or not. But in the movie preview voice, you're not going to believe what Rico Beard says about Izzo next. In a world where a coach plays 3 players who don't have functioning limbs. So listen, I'm just going to step back. Sorry. I'm going to step back because Rico made a really interesting observation. He was at the game, went to the press conference. You know Rico, when he gets up there, is a big swinging, you-know-what, glad-handing, shaking hands, kissing babies, the whole bit. But I want you to listen, especially to those of you that are up at MSU, because I know you're listening. What I don't want to see happen here, don't twist this man's words. You're listening to this right now. I know you can hear me. So when Rico speaks, don't bother him on senior day and accuse him of saying things he didn't say. That's just a waste of everybody's time. No. So without further ado, I'm turning my microphone off.
Because at this point, it's one of those, don't tell me what you didn't like. Tell me what I said that was wrong. Because I don't think I'm about to say anything that's wrong.
Without further ado, I give you Rico Beard. Oh, no.
Mike, as Michigan State loses, buzzer beater, Ohio State 60-57. Second loss in a row. You lost to 2 teams that you were favored to beat by 10 points. 2 teams that are probably headed to the NIT. You lost to them at home. But last night in the press conference, and I've covered Tom Izzo press conferences going back to 98, so it's about, 26, 27 years or so. I saw something for the first time. It was like, Mike, it's like when you realize your dad is old, when it's not the same person you grew up with. Tom he's lost the fire. He's lost the passion. He loves basketball. Tom loves basketball. It's in his blood. You cut him, it's going to bleed orange. I don't think he likes his team. I don't think he likes coaching right now. I think the changes in basketball have limited this man, and he is no longer having fun. He's out there doing this job, but it's like being in a loveless marriage. You know that it once was great and no longer. It's the example of when think of you've been with a woman and you two would hang out and party and drink all night long and hang out on the weekends. And then one day she walks in and says, I'm not going to drink again. I'm joining a church. You still love the woman, but now everything has changed. And with the rules and everything, because Tom constantly tells you what you can't. I can't do this. I can't say this. I wish I could do this. And he's hamstrung. And I don't know if he's doing it by himself or not, but the passion is gone. Tom is just not having fun. And you're starting to see now where he's out there just at this point, Mike, and you know this because you've covered the team. Tom used to fuel on the fact of people doubting him. That's how he became Mr. March. Just when you thought it was over, just when you thought maybe the game passed him by, wait till you see what this rabbit I'm about to pull out of my hat. Rabbit's dead. Hat's gone. There's nothing there. This is the first time in his career, double-digit losses. They're already at 11 losses. They're going to at least hit 14 at the most because you can count Purdue as 12, Big Ten tournament, and the regular season tournament. So you're looking at 14 losses, 4 years in a row. The last time something like that happened was 2002, 3, and 4. He lost double-digit losses, but then they bounced back and went to the Final Four. That's not this team. Tom's gambling. He's just out there putting out lineups, and you see it that they don't make sense. And it's just when you thought, okay, maybe he's got it. Maybe he's figured this out. He inserts Xavier Booker into the game. Booker goes out there. Booker's getting it done. And then he sits Booker down for the final 15 minutes of the game. The team scores 17 points. No real answer why, except for, well, Book does some things that you guys don't see. Well, what does Maddie do? Because I saw nothing from Maddie. I saw nothing of why Maddie was in this game. I say all this to say, I don't see the same confidence that I once saw with Tom Izzo. I don't see the same fire. I don't see the same desire. I see a man who appears to just be broken. Like, he does not like his team. And it's not to say he doesn't love the game of college basketball, but this is no longer fun for him. This is work. This is a job. He's going to live up to his contract. But I got a feeling this man's going to go the way of Nick Saban, where he's just going to walk in one day and just say, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. I'm walking away. You saw it with Nick Saban in that game against Michigan. Jalen Melrose did a bunch of stuff, and Saban would just kind of play the role of the grandfather, like, wait, you're not going to yell at him for that? Nah, because he had already checked out. And it looks like to me that Tom is checking out right in front of our eyes. Yeah, we would all like to say you go out with a bang, but Coach K didn't go out with a bang. Nick Saban didn't go out with a bang. You don't go out the way you want to go out. You don't. We all would like to die with family surrounding us. That's not how most of us is going to go out. Some are going to die in car crashes or whatever. It's going to happen. I don't think this is going to end the way he wants it to end. I don't think it's going to end the way Spartan fans want it to end. Because you're looking at a season now. You lose to you're going to lose to Purdue. Let's just get that out the way. You lose to Northwestern, and that streak that you hold, it's gone. You're not going to make the tournament. Mike, I owe you an apology.
Why?
Because you told me, they could not make the tournament. And I said, Mike, it's mathematically impossible.
You don't owe an apology.
Okay, it's mathematically impossible that could happen. But I just see this. I mean, the biggest blunder to me was last night when it was late in the game. It was 3.4 seconds, I think, on the shot clock. Inbounds the ball underneath the basket. Why is Matty Sissoko in the game? Matty's not your offensive player. The ball goes into Matty. Matty couldn't get rid of that ball fast enough. He gets the ball about 8 feet from the basket. Instead of trying to make a move to go towards the basket, either get fouled, get an and one, or shoot two free throws, he quickly is playing hot potato with Tyson Walker. Tyson Walker has taken an off-balance shot, misses it, wasted possession. Why is Booker still on the bench? Why is Booker not in this game?
Let me offer something. I can't prove this. And by the way, listen, I stayed silent because I heard this take last night, and I said, Rico, that's the open. Just deliver them, put the mail in the mailbox. Rico's covered the team for damn near a quarter of a century. He's up there for every home game. Now, I've told you from afar, it's simple. I'd rather he walk away than for me to ever have to do the show where we're talking about the F word with a legend. You just don't want to have to do it, but I'll do it. I did it with D'Antoni. I'll do it with him if I have to. The point is, I almost feel there's a spite. The way that he's handled this Booker thing, it had hit a flashpoint after the Iowa loss where everybody, even people who don't pay attention to college basketball, are wearing "Where is Xavier Booker" t-shirts, right? And here's what's not fair. The kid's not a messiah.
No.
And no one's saying he should have been playing 20 minutes from the start of the season. But Rico, he started Xavier Booker in this game.
No. And when he started him, crowd went nuts.
And I think that makes him angry.
And then he hits a three, and the crowd is losing it. He gets an and one dunk. And not only is the crowd losing it, his teammates are jumping up and down.
That makes him angry. I think he resents it. He wants to do it his way. Look, you want proof, people, about Izzo being stubborn to the core and wanting it his way? Look at a lineup of Sissoko, Cooper, and Cohen Carr. 3 players wholly incapable of putting ball in basket.
Yeah.
At no point does he put in the guy who stretches and spaces the floor. Look, here's the thing. If you want to blame Jaden Akins or Walker or Hoger, you can. Understand when you do not have bigs. When teams don't have to guard your big people, the amount of pressure that's on your guards and the types of shots they got to take, man, that's why Tyson Walker ain't hitting shots. Teams are hip to this.
Mike, right. When Booker was in the game, it freed up the lane because you had to guard him because he could hit the three-pointer. That's when Malik was allowed to do his post moves. That's when all of a sudden AJ is able to go to the basket and make layups, and life was easy. Trust me, I'm going to do a deeper dive on this and not get too geeky on the pod. But right here, right now,
yeah.
When I'm looking at that, you're right. And it was like, okay, no, I benched Matty, but Matty's still a valuable part of this team, so I'm going to play him at the end. And it's like, why? And then I felt better because I came home late last night and I'm watching the BTN and Beyond, and Mike DeCourcy is talking. This is a guy who has no skin in the game. And he said the same thing, like, this team was playing so well when Xavier Booker was in there. They scored 40 points. The offense was flowing, and then they took him out. And I don't understand why. And I was looking at him at the TV saying, neither do I, Mike.
Because Tom, he has this old school, I value defense above all thing. The reality is, now this is where I'll get myself in trouble with State fans, but I lost the ability to care years ago. They can get mad. They can support. It makes no difference. Cassius Winston and Xavier Tillman covered up for a lot of warts. So what I'm about to say, I want you to understand that while I loved Cassius and I loved the late shot clock heroics, here's the reality. It's going to be almost a decade since Tom had an offense anyone cared about. All right? So this whole conversation, remember, this is about a coach who won't evolve. This is about a coach who looked at this roster and went, I'm going to win a natty with this.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't go to the portal. He got stubborn. Look, the whole bit is this. The headline, Rico at the presser, and it's your belief. I'll take your word for it. I didn't look in the man's eyes. I just look at the product. He's going the way of Saban. Now, his stubbornness might keep him around. He's almost a masochist on some level, is that the punishment, he'll want to take more of it.
But he's not having fun. And I don't think he likes this team that he has.
I don't think any of these big-time coaches are in college football or look at Dabo Swinney. You think Dabo Swinney's having a good time?
No.
Because, look, part of the problem, though, Rico, here's the difference. Tom, look, you got to call it what it is, man. It's what is this now? It's going to be 14 this year, 13 each of the previous years. You know.
Yeah, 13. Yeah, 13, and it's going to at least be 14. Because I don't think you're going to – because for those saying, oh, well, you know – remember, everybody thought that the Cassius Winston team, that 2000 team, was going to win the national title. You know what happened when they went to Purdue that year?
Uh-oh.
They lost 71-42. You're going to Mackey. Last time Michigan State won at Mackey, your starting backcourt, well, one's in jail for killing somebody. Keith Appling.
Oh, dear.
Gary Harris.
Oh, my.
That was the starting backcourt in 2014, the last time they won at Mackey. So,
yeah, and it's probably the last damn time I cared about the offense.
No, it was a year after.
Oh, 15 with Denzel.
Yeah,
yes.
They lost, but they lost in overtime, but it was still competitive.
Yeah.
Other than that, you go to Mackey, it's not competitive, so that's a loss.
So here's the question. And again, we're going to get to the Wings a little later in the hour. I got thoughts on the Tigers. We've got some Lions. Brad Holmes was on the morning show with Cookies and Jansen. We got a lot to do today. But yesterday was pretty much, if it wasn't one of the worst losses, I'll just coin it, it's one of the worst losses of Izzo's career, and arguably one of the worst weeks of Izzo's career, meaning Iowa and then that. And,
2 teams headed to the NIT. You lost at home.
And it's a coach who, like Rico said, I mean, I'm not making fun of it. It's just reality. He's become very old in front of your eyes. His ideas are old. His stubbornness, his refusal to create a infusion of outside voices on the coaching staff, not just buddies.
And see, I thought when he started Booker, I'm like, you know what? He's changed.
And then he had,
He heard
7
our
points,
show.
3 boards, 3 blocks. Now, yes, did he fail on a box outing? Yes.
Yeah. Did he get a dunk block? Yes.
But, like, it's the oldest phrase in the book, man. You grow through what you go through. Booker's not going to get better sitting on that bench. And this team, I've already seen what Matty's got to offer. I've seen what Cooper's got to offer. And Lord, no slander, I've already seen what Jackson Kohler's had to offer.
The team, you saw when he was in that lineup, that team wanted to play. They were excited. Every point, everything he did, they were like, yes, about time. And then it was a 180, and we went back to here's Matty.
And when I say he's done, I just mean it's the same thing as Saban. I'm just, look, man, I'm in 248-539-9797.
And I was going to say, and the reason why I say that is it's Tom's word. Every press conference that I've been at some point he'll say, I can't really go at them the way that I want to, talking about his team. I can't yell at them. I can't really do this in practice anymore.
And go enjoy the beach.
And it tells me you're not being yourself. and you're selling yourself short. And if you're selling yourself short, you're selling the program short. Either be yourself and go out with a bang, or like you said, go enjoy yourself.
Go to the beach. We'll build the statue and name the court the minute you say you're out. That's not me wanting him gone or having some vendetta. Of course I don't. But what I don't like is sad old coach-player thing. I don't like it.
Either go out being you.
And don't go out being balding Jerry Rice. Don't do that. 248-539-9797, Rico Beard.